Hey YouTube world, it's Marcy Kennedy. I am here with the Shamrock Pixie. We're going to be doing a quick haul video tonight. I just had some finds this past week that I just wanted to share, and I thought it would be fun if Destiny came on and chit-chatted with me since it's been a while since I've talked to her, so I wanted to catch up. So it was just a good excuse to bring her on. So Destiny, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I'm sure everybody knows who you are, but those are the rules.
All right, I am the Shamrock Pixie, aka Destiny. I am a new bird mommy to Mr. Pickles, which I'm sure you can hear him in the background. I am a spleen ruptured survivor and let's see if I can pronounce this correctly, a arteriovenous malformation survivor. That's what caused my spleen to rupture. Um, and I'm a mom and a wife, and my YouTube channel is you never know what you're gonna get. So a hot mess everywhere we go. So all in all, pretty good.
Awesome. Well, my name's Marcy. I am a mom of three. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I am a wife as well. We just celebrated our 25 years back in May, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, I know. And he's actually going to be taking me to Sandals this fall to celebrate. So we're going to have some time away. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're still in the planning stages. We haven't even gotten any dates on the books yet, but yeah, you know what it's like, it's life.
Yes, yes.
We keep saying we got to do it, we got to do it, and we haven't done it.
Yeah. This week we actually do not have any children with us, and
Oh,
we're not
wow.
sure how to do that because it's been years and years since we haven't had children in the house. So they're actually with their aunt and uncle, and Mr. Pickles is not happy. But I tried to get him to come over and say hi to everybody, but
Oh,
he's a sassy. So we actually just have the cat and the birdie here with us this week, and they got some big plans to go to Six Flags
yeah.
with their aunt and uncle and stuff. So technically, I'm a mother of four, two
I
animals,
understand.
and two. Ooh, let me see if I can go
He's
get him. He's
excited.
very excited.
See if she can bring Mr. Pickles over. He's so cute. So you can probably see my kitty cat back here. Got a fur baby of my own. Right, baby? See if I can. There he is. His name's Oriole. Oh, where did Destiny go? Here she comes.
Yeah, he won't let me get him out of this cage. He's being a
No.
tinker. He just wants to be loud. So please,
Aw.
I apologize. Please forgive me.
Yeah. Did you see my fur baby?
Ooh, pretty. Hi,
My
babies.
baby. His name's Oreo.
Hi, Oriole.
You looking up? There he is. Here's the bud baby.
He's like, I was cleaning myself,
Yeah. I
Mama.
know. Like, I know. He's my baby. He hangs out with me every day in the office. Wherever I am in the
Awesome.
house, he just goes and hangs out with me.
Well, see, and that's like Gabby. She does that with Tommy. We always joke around about his office being the dungeon because it's in the basement.
Right?
And he gets up between 3:30 and 5:30 every morning,
Oh,
and they have their time. It's where he has his coffee,
yep.
and so yeah, I can just he keeps saying that the she is his warehouse kitty. And so, yeah, she's pretty attached to him. I think she's
Oh.
down there now. Yeah, because she's not up here.
Yeah. He's been a little bit fickle lately, though. Like, not
Yeah.
wanting to be picked up and things like that, but he also just turned 4 this summer, so
Ah, okay.
he's pretty much out of that kitten phase, you know?
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, I'm a grown adult now." So, yeah. So, have you found anything good this week, Destiny?
We actually did a live haul last night.
Oh, I
Yeah,
missed it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, that's all right. It was later than we were planning. We got a bunch of plush stuff.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so we got to do some research on some, but we got a lot of Build-A-Bear workshop
Mhm.
items.
Where'd you find it all?
We went to, okay, so Wednesday we went to pick up this thing that Tommy found online. I think through Facebook Marketplace, I think is where he found it. But don't quote me because I'm not really sure. He couldn't sleep the night before. And so we went and picked that up, and then we ended up doing an unexpected thrift sourcing trip. And because we're only like 20 minutes from, or 20 miles from Madison, usually it's about an hour and a half
Mhm.
from here to go to Madison or to Appleton, the bigger cities we have to usually travel. And so we ended up going to two different Goodwills. I think it
Mhm.
was two different Goodwills, one on each side of town. And the second one, I was a little creeped out because we had to go this way and that way. We'd never been in that area before, and so I had to ask Tommy. I'm like, "Is this a bad part of town or something?" Because I'm a little nervous, and so my anxiety was a little bit high because we'd never been to that area before,
Mhm.
and and so he was like, no, he's like, it doesn't look like a bad part of town. It's just because we've never been here before. But it seemed like it took forever to get from where we were to the other side of town.
Mhm.
And so with it being new, it just seemed a lot
Yeah.
longer than it was. And
I understand. Yeah. I used to not have a problem with things like that, and then when we moved to Orlando from Baltimore, I don't know if it's because Baltimore, that's where I was raised, outside of Baltimore.
mhm,
So I was familiar with the area, and then when we moved down here, I I mean, I've had panic attacks where I've just had to pull over because I didn't know where I was or where I was going, and
yeah, and Orlando's like that. I mean, even I remember living there when I was little. And I went to Michael McCoy Elementary, which is over by the airport.
Mhm.
Airport, and before I went to elementary school and stuff there. Um, Me and my brother followed the big kids on my big wheel
Uh-huh.
to the school and early in the morning, and so yeah, I remember that. I remember going because the overpass was like a walking and bike kind of
Okay, yeah. Mhm.
overpass. And so I don't even know if that's the actual school is still right there or if they moved it. My aunt, who still lives over there, she bought my grandpa's house before he passed, and she said something that the elementary school moved down a little bit. But thinking back on it, it was like my anxiety gets high. I'm like, I can't believe I did that in a big city. And that's what does that mean? Interstate right there, going to the airport. You
There's
know,
528 and 417. There's I-4 that
I
runs.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I-4. I knew I was gonna say I-4, but then I was like, oh, it's
Yeah, and I-4 is known in Orlando as, or the part of I-4 in Orlando is known as one of the deadliest highways nationwide, which is
yeah,
scary.
yeah, it is. And I crossed it as a child on the big wheel with my brother. Not that, I mean, we did go through the
Right,
overpass,
I know what you mean.
but, so that was pretty crazy. Oh, we
I know
had
what
some
you mean.
people in.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, yeah, just tell me to be quiet. Sometimes I just talk.
No, I'm the same way. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Rebecca and Craig Landshark Picker here.
Hello,
So
y'all. Welcome.
glad you're here. Glad you're here. So yeah, so my sourcing that I did this week, I have not been doing a lot for eBay lately just because I've been so focused on Amazon. Look at that cat. Look at him. It's just crazy. Just all spread out. My
He's
little
getting
guys in the
nothing.
background. Yeah, so I've been so focused on Amazon, I've not been doing a lot of eBay sourcing. Um, Craig said you should have interrupted her for me.
Oh, yeah. Have you
For
seen,
you, Land Shark Picker, anything.
right? Do you see how he picks on me in their morning show? Talks about banning me and this and that. And I'm like, well,
Uh,
you complain that I'm not there, and now you want to ban me. Makes me want to cry sometimes.
oh. So yes, I've been so hyper focused on Amazon. I have not been sourcing for eBay and Poshmark lately. And our church had a rummage sale that actually started on Thursday, which I thought was interesting. Um, my goal was to get out of the house first thing Thursday morning, but of course that didn't work. My daughter started a new job, so now her and my son are sharing a car, and she had to take the car to work, and then I had to take my oldest son to work, and anyway, I just never made it out of the house until like I think it was like 2 or 2:30. And every other year that they've had the church rummage sale, I've always missed it because we've been on vacation. We haven't been in town. So I was excited to finally make it this year.
Now, do they do at your church sale? Do they do it once or twice a year?
They just do it once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
just once a year. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday, which I have caught the Sunday part of it before, but this was before I was a reseller. On Sunday, they have like where you can come in and take anything and do like a Goodwill donation, or not a Goodwill donation, but do a donation to the church about like
Right.
whatever you think it's worth, you know.
Oh,
So
okay.
so I've, previous years I've run in and just grabbed a couple things. Excuse me real quick. You're really distracting me and it's got to stop. Um, sorry. Um,
It
once I
is all good.
once I get distracted, I'm like, I can't get my mind back on track. Oh yeah, so previous years I've just ran in on Sundays and grabbed a couple things for the kids, like toys or like whatever, and
Hmm.
give them a few bucks. So I'm interested to see what it's like tomorrow. Now that I'm a reseller, see if I can find anything good that's left.
Right. And,
Anything I missed on Thursday.
see, we have those kind of sales here in our town at the Humane Society.
Uh-huh.
They do it, I think, twice a summer, and um, I mean, they have a ton of stuff in there, and there's no prices on it. And what you can do is you pick the items that you like or that you want to
Mhm.
get, and then you give that you. It's like you're donating the money to the
Right.
shelter and getting the stuff for free.
Right.
And then we have we have a church sale that we go to in Mauston. That sounds like it's like the rest of the time with your church
Mhm.
sale, where their stuff is dirt cheap. I mean, it is dirt cheap.
Mhm.
And it's like they just want to kind of get it out of there. And
Right.
I mean, they have tons of different areas of clothes. They have a
Yeah,
back room.
they had taken the entire parish center and the
Mhm.
different classrooms inside the parish center. They had donate or not donated. They had designated for like a particular type of good. So there was like one book or one room that was all books. See, I'm getting distracted again. One room that was all books, one room that was like arts and crafts and linens, and then like
Mhm.
there was two classrooms that they opened up to make one big room of just clothes. and then the rest was like, you know, home goods and, you know, glassware and stuff in the center.
Yeah, most of
So
the clothes are like in the hallway when you're walking, and then they have like the cafeteria type area and with the kitchen, and then that's where like the one wall is nothing but clothes, and then they have like the Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff, and then they
mhm.
have one room that's just dedicated to linens and electronics, and that's usually where Tommy gets his really good deals on
Oh,
electronics.
I didn't even see I didn't well, I take that back. I saw like a few little electronics like Texas Instrument calculators, you know, and I know like particular models of those can resell for a lot of money, but I couldn't find any that was worth it
Yeah,
for me. But I didn't see VCRs and things like that now that I think about it.
maybe they have a different section set
Yeah,
up
maybe
for
I
that.
completely missed it. It's something I can definitely look for tomorrow when I go.
There you go. I didn't hear about it.
Maybe
I
yeah,
want to hear
that'll be my goal. I'll just go in and take the, like, the last 10 VCRs, be like, here's $20."
it. Yeah, right. Make sure you
And
get the
and
ones that
knowing
are
that, they'll be like,
DVD,
"Okay, thanks," you know?
right? Make sure you get the combos, the DVD and the VHS
Yeah, exactly.
types.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So you wanna see what I got?
Yes. Let's see what you got.
Let me see. So, I'll start off with the clothes. This I ended up picking up for myself, actually. Everything that I'm gonna show you was only $2. Everything was, like, $2 each.
Oh, okay.
I'll just say that instead of being like, "I paid $2 for this. I paid $2." Everything was $2. I
Okay.
mean, $2 a piece, you know what I mean? So
Yep.
this is just a Champion, but I just thought it was super cute for myself, and it's, like, my favorite color gray, which is, like, that heather gray,
Okay.
dark
Yep.
charcoal heather gray, you know? But it's got, like, the cool kind of mock turtleneck hoodie
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Isn't that cool? And it's got the thumb holes.
Oh, those are awesome. I like
I
wearing those.
know.
Jaslyn takes her
Yep.
shirts and she does that with her sleeves.
Yeah, yeah, and it's got it's like all like mesh up in here and stuff. Anyway, it was really cool, and I thought for $2 I'm buying that for myself. It's got the pockets in it. It's really nice.
Is it thinner? Like a
It is.
thinner
Yeah.
material?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is. It is.
That is awesome.
So we picked that up, and I picked up just a basic pair of Ann Taylor Loft jeans,
Oh, okay.
and they're just straight-legged.
Nice.
If you can see them or not. Yep, just straight-legged. But I went ahead and I ran some comps, and these were comping like around 18. So, and honestly, I didn't run comps when I was there. I was just not in the mood to be running comps. I just wasn't. I was like, for $2 each, I'll comp it later. You know? And these are cut from the cloth for $2, which I was excited about. And
Yeah,
they're
I've never heard of that brand.
no, yeah, keep an eye out for this brand. It's cut with a K, and cloth is a K. Cut from the cloth.
All right, I will definitely have to keep
Yes.
that
Yes,
in my head.
I comped these for 33.95.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No, plus shipping.
That is not bad at all.
These are Aria jeans. Have you heard of Aria? No? Yeah.
No.
Some of them can be a little blingy.
Okay, yeah, I guess we buy pants that have the blingy on it, and I don't really pay attention to like the names of it as
Mhm.
I should,
Yeah.
but anything that's blingy, I found goes pretty quick.
Yeah. So these will go for like around like 15. I've sold these before.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I like to do jeans, because I always my used clothes, I wash them, so they're
Hmm.
easy to wash, and then I think jeans are, pretty much like you don't have to worry too much about wrinkles and steaming and, making them look pretty. You can,
Yep. And the
they're
measuring
easy.
is
Yeah,
easy.
they're easy to do floor lays with, where you drop them on the floor and you fold them this way,
Yep.
you fold them that way, so I can be quick with jeans where a lot of other clothes, I've gotten away from doing a lot of clothes just because they slow me down so much. I think they take a lot of time, to list and measure and all that other good stuff. So the jeans, I've find myself kind of migrating towards them. Oh, there's lots of people in the chat now. Hello, y'all. Mary Ann Swanson. Hello. Oh, she loves my gorgeous kitty. Forgotten Winter. Hello, hello. Let's see. These are just a basic pair of 9 West jeans. Again, like I said, I didn't comp when I was there, so I really didn't know. I just know the brand 9 West, which I love. So these when I got home and I did comps, they were around $10.
Plus shipping, right? You
Yeah, yeah,
plus
yeah.
shipping.
Yeah, plus shipping. I charge shipping on my stuff.
Yeah, that's what Tommy is starting to switch over to is um, plus shipping with his
Yeah,
items.
I was doing. I'm like such a believer in free shipping, as a buyer. And so, of course, when I started selling on eBay, I did free shipping on everything, and I would roll it into the price, just, as we all know, that's
Right.
how you do it. But then I run a sale in my closet, or not in my closet, in my I'm thinking Poshmark, in my eBay store every weekend. So
Hmm.
it was messing up all of my prices.
Yep.
So I was ending up, eating a lot of the cost for shipping. So I
Yeah.
switched over. I switched over. Plus, with the promoted listings, if you roll it into the if you roll the shipping into the price of your product, you're paying, the percentage on the total price, not the price plus your the price minus the shipping. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense or not. But anyway, you
I
end up paying
understand.
you end up paying more in promoted listing prices. These
Right.
are a pair of vintage Bongo. Do you remember Bongo?
I don't remember bongo, but we
What?
have gotten bongo pants before. Like I
Yeah.
don't remember when they were like real big or anything, but we
Oh,
have
yeah.
got.
These were like for me in high school, the mid 80s.
Yeah, see, I was born in 1980, and so I wasn't in high school in the 80s.
I graduated high
That's
school in
horrible.
89.
I was 9, and and oh wow, that was like 30 years ago, and I
Yeah.
just remember the hair and
I know the
the
big
big
hair.
hair.
John and I were watching last night. Actually, I fell asleep. But we were watching oh gosh, what was it? Snap. I can't remember the name of the documentary. But it was all about rock in the 80s. And it was really, really awesome. And they were interviewing these guys like in the day. It was old footage of these interviews. Or Will, could you let Oreo out, please? Yo, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. Um, Again, got distracted. Oh yeah, so they were interviewing all these bands back in the day, and they all, these guys just had all this like huge, like white blonde hair and just
Yep.
like lying, and then it was hysterical. They had like their eyeliner on and mascara and red lipstick. And
Yeah, and when a guy can pull that look off, it is so not fair.
I know, right?
Saying. But yeah, the only thing I remember from the
Destiny,
80s.
you're lucky. I actually put mascara on for you tonight. That was like,
Oh,
yeah, I actually, can you say it? I actually have mascara. I actually have a little bit of makeup on
I
today.
I didn't put any makeup on. My like I tried to do the whole like positive reinforcement of, you know, doing my hair and putting makeup on to make myself feel human again
Right.
after, you know, being sick and
Uh-huh.
everything, and doesn't work. I mean, it felt good to have it on, but then my skin was like, I don't like this. So I'm like
Oh.
going like
You know,
this. I'm like,
I feel good when I have it on,
mm-hmm.
but it's the process of doing it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
taking that time to do it because I'm like, my mind is like going like so busy thinking of the 500 things I want to do for my business
yeah.
instead of putting mascara, foundation, little blush. I
Right. And then,
I don't
you
have
know,
the patience for it.
right, there's that whole process of putting it all on, and then there's the process of all taking it off.
Uh-huh.
It's
If
like,
you
you
have
know,
the energy to do it.
yeah, sometimes,
Most of the time I don't. Most of the time I just fall in bed.
yeah, that's about how it is. Marianne's like, oh my gosh, Shamrock, you're only a couple years older than my son. I am 39. I'm not one of those people that is like, oh no, I'm gonna be 25 forever. Now I'm 39. I feel that I look pretty good for 39. I still get carded in some places,
Isn't
which
that a
makes me
nice
feel good.
feeling? I know
It is.
there was this kid, he must have been like 21, 20, 22 kid to
Yeah.
me. And he carded me and he's like, I'm really sorry, but I need to card you. I'm like, you can card me anytime you want. I was like, you just made my day.
Yep, exactly, exactly. You know, and
I'm gonna be 48 this year.
oh wow. Well, you do not look 48. I will tell you that, but I've told you that before. You do not look like you're in your 40s.
Thanks.
So
I don't act like it either.
I don't think any of us really act our age.
So anyways, but yeah, so I got a pair of bongo jeans. I was excited about and these are
That is
vintage
awesome.
bongo. Because I even said to my husband today, I'm like, I don't know how to tell if they're vintage or not. And I looked up on eBay and the exact same tags and everything, all marked vintage. And I was like, all right, we're going with vintage.
And it makes.
And they're in great shape. Now, do you check the crotches of your jeans?
I do.
Good job.
I do. And and for like women's jeans, there is a new style going around that, well, it's a new old new style. The
Okay.
rip where they're ripped.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a pair of jeans. This was really weird. There was a pair of jeans that were made not too long ago that literally were just the seams. There was no actual jeans to it. It was all holey, and it was just the seams. Am I explaining that
Yeah.
right?
No, I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So it was a style, and I don't know how far that went. I did look it up. It was very trippy to me, and I'm like, yep. I don't. And people were spending Bluco bucks on them. But I like the ripped jeans, and we do sell jeans that have the distressing and the
Mhm.
ripping and stuff
Yep.
like that, and they go for pretty good. People really like that style.
I thought, oh, the Aria ones that I showed you earlier. These have
Hmm.
some.
Yep, yeah, and that's the factory
Yeah.
distressing.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah. You
but they
can tell from the
also,
way it's sewn.
yep, and then they also like where they've already been like worn and then they've ripped naturally. That's
Uh-huh.
another thing that people like. Hi, caffeinated Christy. Welcome. That's
Oh,
thrifty
I love
Christy.
that name.
Yep, that's thrifty Christy.
Hi, caffeinated Chrissy. I'm caffeinated Marcy. It's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm still drinking my caffeine.
Yeah, I have caffeine free.
Got a little alcohol in it, but
Oh, Mr. Pickles is laughing. Did you
hey,
hear him?
Mr. Pickles.
He's just being a stinker. I wanted him to come say hi to you because he hasn't really met you yet. And
Aw.
he listens to you, but he hasn't met you.
Now you listen to me. So I got those, and then I got my daughter a black Converse, a pair of black Converse, and she's wearing them, so I can't show those right now, but they're super cute. Are you still there? I didn't lose you, did I?
Nope, I was just
Oh, okay.
reading the chat, and
Okay,
he's being really loud, so I mute it so it doesn't like
gotcha.
focus strictly
No,
on me.
it's all good. It's just I lost Lou that one night, or he lost. I don't know. The whole thing just went kabam. So I just
Ah,
wanted to make sure like I wasn't doing something funky on my end again. So
no,
I found these. I was super excited about these. These are Harley Davidson sandals, heels with the
yeah,
little.
those are pretty good.
Aren't those cute?
Those are adorable.
So I got them home, and then I realized there's black electrical tape going around this heel. And I could tell it's like it looks a little funky underneath of it. Like yeah, the other one's just fine. So I think that these are giveaway. I think my daughter is going to end up with these again.
Yeah, see, up here we have the Harley Davidson boots. That's very common
Yeah.
up here. But
I was
Milwaukee
excited
also,
because we don't get a lot of Harley Davidson stuff. I was like,
see, I've never seen shoes like that for Harley
yeah.
Davidson.
Aren't they
But
cute
that's
though?
pretty, they are adorable.
I
They are
wish they were
very
my
adorable.
size. I love them with the logo right there.
That is awesome. Now, does it zip? It looks like it's got a zipper. Is
No, it's just the
the
effect.
design? Okay.
Yep. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, the heel's messed up. So, oh well. It was a good find until I figured that out. I got a pair of Sperry's.
Are those like boat shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to comp them though. Oops.
That's okay.
I don't know what the comps are, but they'll be fine. But problem with Sperry's is the bottoms always see how they do on the bottoms.
Oh, yeah.
They always do that. Sperry's. They're known for doing that.
Hmm.
So, but
So
anyway,
they
I'll
look
just
wore out,
yeah.
but they probably only worn what a couple times maybe.
Exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'll just list them and then, have pictures of the bottoms just in
Sounds
case
good.
somebody doesn't know. I believe I forgot to comp those, darn it. I got this book, Personal Finance for Teens. And I actually, not because to resell, but I got it for my husband because he's all about financial literacy for our kids. So I thought it would be something good for him to start working with our 11-year-old.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought so too because I haven't ever seen like a textbook like that before.
No, not at all. And textbooks seem to go for pretty good. Um, Financial ones, school ones, stuff like
Mhm.
that, like college ones, not necessarily school, but
Yeah,
college ones.
I did comp it and it didn't come up with anything good, but that's okay. They can work on it together. I got this for myself. How to win at the sport of business.
Nice.
Yeah, I only paid 50 cents a book.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. This I was excited about. Um, the Those Left Behind, that series. Do you know
Oh,
that
yep.
series? So I was missing. I have like all of the this size of the book. I have all of them in the series except for two, and this was one of the two that I was missing.
Oh,
So like,
nice. See,
yeah.
I have the movies. I didn't know that they had books.
Uh-huh.
And so, like with Twilight, there was the 5 books, and then there was the 5 movies, or 4 books, and 5 movies, something like that. But the last book was two-parter. And then I heard about these, and there's how many books in that series?
I think it's something like 12.
Yeah, and there's only 3 movies. Oh, the original Left Behind, there was only 3 movies.
Yeah.
And they redid it, but the second one that from when they redid the whole series, the second one hasn't been released yet, only the first one.
Wow.
So, but those are really, from what I'm understanding, really good reads.
Yeah. That's what I've heard too. And but I was trying to get my hands on the whole series for, to resell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, because individually they don't sell for like a
Mm-mm.
whole heck of a lot, but if you can get like the whole series, then
Yeah,
they
you have
sell
to
for more.
message me. You'll have to message me the book that you're looking for because I
Okay.
see those all the time in
Okay.
our thrift stores.
Okay. That would be awesome. And then this I picked up for Lou because he speaks Spanish. And this is his favorite book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I found it in Spanish.
Sweet. That is awesome.
So, Lou, if you watch this on replay, now you know about the gift that I was asking you about. Because I was like, do you read in Spanish too? I texted him randomly. I'm like, I know you
How
speak
is he
Spanish.
feeling?
What's
How is
that?
he feeling?
Good. He's good. He's good. We're going to go live again this coming week. So, and we're going to have Craig on to talk about his BrickSeek tool. So I don't
Okay.
know the details yet. I think we were shooting for Tuesday, but he and I are supposed
Okay.
to have a conference call tomorrow and kind of regroup and go over a lot of business stuff. And
That's cool.
yeah, so we'll talk about the YouTube and all that at the same time. I have a couple ideas for YouTube lined up that I want to talk to him about, so that I'm excited about.
That's awesome.
Yes, 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 yes. So this I got for myself. Again, $2. Everything $2. Have you ever seen one of these? An easy bow maker?
No.
So I get in these spurts where I get crafty and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this, or oh my God, I have to do that. So Christmas before last, we were doing my old job. I used to work at a children's hospital, and each team, if you wanted to do it, adopted just a regular Christmas tree, a plain Christmas tree that was set up in the lobby of the hospital. And if the team adopted it, they could decorate it with any theme that they wanted. So
Okay.
our theme was Dr. Seuss that we wanted to do. So I wanted to make bows and different things for the tree. And I went online and I was watching videos about how to do bows, and I kept seeing this thing coming up about how to make bows, but of course I couldn't find one in the store because look how old it is.
Yeah, that looks pretty
I mean, it might be from 1989 or something, who knows, right? It might be from the 80s. It's kind of the
looks
theme
like 80s
tonight.
clothes.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And so anyway, I couldn't find one at the time that I needed it. So I ended up going and getting a piece of styrofoam that was about that big, and I got some dowels, and I tried to make my own, and
Uh-huh.
it worked out well enough. But then I saw this and I was like, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
I might not ever make a bow again in my life, but if I choose to, I have the
You have
tools.
it. Yes, you have
So I was very excited about that. Plus, I wanted to tell you the backstory.
That's cool. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that
Yeah,
before.
yeah, it's like you do it. See, it's got like a base here, and then there's 3 dowels. You can't see all 3 of them from the way that she's holding it, but there's 3 dowels, and the way that you loop the ribbon around the dowels,
Okay.
um, then it creates this, and then you create this.
So step by step on the back as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
neat.
And it says inside a free designer easy bow maker instruction book. And guess what? It's actually in there.
Oh, nice.
All the pieces are in there.
That's even better.
And then this I thought was like a good find at the time. It was $2. I was like, "How much do you want for this?" And the lady was really cute. She's like, "I don't know, will you give us $2? It's a real stethoscope." I was like, "Sure." You know, being a nurse, I know stethoscopes are
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So I got it home, and honestly, when I saw it at the shop or the rummage sale, it was all like oily, like it had like Vaseline or something on it, and honestly, it was cat hair was stuck to it, and it was just nasty. So today I was cleaning it off and looking at it closer, and I was like, "Son of a gun!" You know, I can tell like the earpieces are like old, right?
Yeah.
And then the rubber piece that you see on this side is missing on this side because it had dry rotted and fell off in the box.
Oh no.
And then I noticed it was cut down too. See how short it is?
Oh yeah.
So, but then I was looking at it closer and I thought it was just a regular Lipman lightweight, right?
Okay.
I was looking at it closer. It's not. It's actually a Lipman Cardiology 2, which is like new, brand new. I had gotten one after I graduated nursing school for, I don't know, it was probably like 180.
Oh wow.
And I graduated nursing school 21 years ago. So anyway, but used, I was finding the Lipman cardiologies were anywhere between 40 and 70 is what I
Oh
wrote down.
nice.
So I might be able to salvage this somehow with other pieces that I have from my other stethoscopes.
There you
I don't
go.
know. I don't know. So it might be a little project.
So are they? Is it the cardiologist ones? Are they supposed to be smaller?
Well, a lot of times nurses and doctors will actually cut it down because then you can actually hear better.
Oh okay.
It's not
Okay.
unusual for it to be cut down. It's just, I don't know if it's going to affect the resale value or not. You know
Oh
what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Because you can actually take this piece off somehow. I don't know how. I don't want to mess with it too much. But you can
Right.
actually take this piece off somehow and like cut it down.
Oh wow.
Because the closer it gets to your ear, the better you can hear.
Oh okay.
You know,
Okay.
because the noise has less
Right.
length to travel. So that's it. I think. Oh, and then I went to Kohl's. I have to tell you, reseller mom has turned me on to Kohl's. So, but all the clearance stuff actually was like really picked over. But I had some Kohl's cash and I ended up with this awesome sweatshirt for 60 cents.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's a dry or a tech gear. And I had just sold a tech gear t-shirt for $14.95 the other day plus shipping. So this is a whole
Nice.
sweatshirt, brand new sweatshirt.
Is that a
And
bigger size?
yeah, and it's got the thummy holes.
Oh, see, I like those. So does
I
my
know, me
daughter.
too. I love these. I'm like, see? They make your arms look so long, don't they? With the
I
thummy hole.
need all the help I can get with mine because my arms are short, my legs are short. I'm just short. So
Yeah, what size is this? This is an extra, extra large.
nice.
Yeah. So I was excited about that.
And it looks super comfy.
I know. It's super soft. I love it. I love it. And for 60 cents. So this was really the
Uh-huh.
find of the day.
Right? Yeah, because I know bigger clothes sell. And they
Mhm.
sell usually pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah.
That is so cool. You can look at it and see that it looks soft.
I know. I know. I know. Yep. So those are my finds.
That is an awesome haul.
Yeah. Well, I was excited because like I said, I haven't been doing any good sourcing for eBay or Poshmark lately. So now I have some stuff. I mean, I always have stuff floating around the house that I could list. Of course, who doesn't? I mean, we're
Right.
resellers. We always have, somewhat of a pile going of stuff that's not listed.
Our
But
money piles.
what's that?
are money
That's
piles.
right. They are money piles. They are
Yeah,
money
Tommy
piles.
calls it a death pile. I'm like, no, it's a money pile. It's a
Right,
money
it is
pile,
a money
honey.
pile. That's right, baby. It's a money pile. I completely agree with you. Completely.
Even if it's just a couple dollar profit, it's still a money pile.
Mhm. Well, you know what I've been doing is, to get through a lot of my clothes, especially because you know what it's like being a reseller. I mean, as we're constantly learning about brands and what works and what doesn't work, and I mean, I just hit my year anniversary, so I mean, I've learned so much over the last year, and I still had stuff that I had thrifted, this time last year, still sitting
Yeah,
around the house. So I started just stuff that I knew wasn't gonna give me a lot of bang for my buck, as far as taking
yeah.
the time to photograph it, list it, measure it, you know, all that other stuff. I've been sending it into thredup, and I've just been letting that money just kind of accumulate in thredup.
Okay, I have to write that down. I've never
Yeah,
heard of
I mean,
that one.
oh, you haven't?
Yeah, I don't think I know anything about that
Oh,
one.
I'm sure I can give you a referral link. Yeah, you could just send in, look, these are you go and wait until I get you the referral link to do it though. You go
Okay.
on their website, you can do it from your phone too. They send you these monster bags. Shoop. See that? How big that
Wow.
is?
Yep.
So you can put your clothes inside. The postage is already on there.
Oh wow.
The bag is free. And you send them your bag of clothes, and it's like online consignment. But now, you're only making like 50 cents or a dollar each time something sells. But if you're trying to move stuff out of your house, or just trying to, like I said, get rid of stuff that isn't a seller, is or isn't something that is going to, when it sells, isn't going to make you a lot of money, then it's a good avenue to go with. So, and actually last October I did this huge yard sale haul where, I don't know if you know this story or not, Destiny. I think this happened before you and I met. um, I went yard sailing in our neighborhood. We have it once a year where we have, like, we call it a porch sale, because everybody, you've seen my neighborhood, everybody's got a
Yeah.
porch, so we call it a porch sale. Well, this one guy had in front of his house, literally on the front lawn, just clothes, just whoo, like
Like somebody just kind
all,
of
yeah, it was,
tornadoed it,
what's that?
like a tornado type
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
That was
it was, I mean, boxes of
wow.
clothes, and he had a sheet out there, and just clothes spread out, clothes everywhere.
Wow.
So I just started, like, picking up a couple pieces, and I was like, "Oh, here's a Vineyard Vines," or, "Ooh, here's an Adidas jacket," or, "Ooh, look, here's a Seminole sweatshirt," just, like, picking up stuff that I was like, "There's some value in these."
Right.
Um, and so instead of spending my entire days going through his clothes, I was like, "Well, what do you want for all of it?" And he's like, "Well, what do you think is fair?" And I was like, I think I came back with 50." And he's like, "What about 60?" And I was like, "I can do 60." He's like, "Well, let me run in the house and check with my sister, because some of the stuff is hers." And there was some women's clothes mixed in there, right?
Okay.
So they came back and they agreed on it. So my husband, myself, and this guy, he was only like, 22. He was a young kid. Thank God we had the van with us. Just literally picked up, like, the sheet that he had of the clothes, and just hauled all of it over and just dumped it in the back of the van. Picked up the boxes of the clothes, just took it over, dumped it in the van. Just, I mean, it
Right.
was like we had I just had clothes coming out of my ears. I mean, just seriously, just coming out of my ears, until even it was like this past spring, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of looking at these clothes." And some of them had great value, but some of them just weren't worth
Weren't the
anything.
best.
They
Yeah.
weren't wor So I was like, "What do you do with it?" And so I just started just sending all of that stuff into thredup, and just, to clean a lot of it out.
Right.
And actually, that's where I came across the Aria jeans, because there were a couple pair of Aria in there. I'd said I'd sold them previously, and that's where.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Um,
Yeah, that was
Rebecca,
that
Rebecca
was
would like to
awesome.
know more about thredup.
Oh, yeah.
And
Real quick, and let me tell you too, if you want to donate your stuff, they'll send you a bag to donate. I have another bag. One, see, this one says donate on it. The other one does not. So if you want to donate any of your clothes, they have two charities. One is Feeding America, which is the charity I use, and the other one I don't recall because I just don't use that one. So you can send them, again, the bag is the same size, that huge bag. You can send them a bag of clothes. Of course, for your taxes, you want to keep, a list of the articles you send in. And once they receive that bag and they process it, they'll email you a receipt. So what I do is once I get that email, I just print it out and I staple it to my list of the clothes that I sent in.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that Rebecca's got tons of clothes because she does storage units. So maybe that's
Oh
something
God,
that,
yes, that would be perfect. Let me
yeah.
see where I miss it on chat.
Yeah, that might be something you should look into, Rebecca.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find, because I thought I could be wrong, but I thought thredup had a referral link. I'm looking on the computer right now.
All right. And then Caffeinated Christie says, I got some Dr. Martens vintage leather boots for $1. Just
Ooh,
used leather wipes on them yesterday. Took pictures today. They look snazzy.
beautiful.
Did you put them on Instagram or anything? Like put the pictures up on Instagram, Christy? Because I'd
Yeah,
like to see that. I don't. So my phone is a pain, and so I don't always. I'm usually a day behind everybody else. So when I'm trying to find or go through like Facebook or Instagram, um, um, Twitter. I don't use Twitter very often. Tommy uses Twitter a lot. I don't use. I'm still trying to figure out the hashtag things. Those things drive me nuts. But because I never know if I'm doing it right, and I don't. I know Tommy's tried to explain it a couple times why people do the hashtags. To me, it's just I don't know. I'm just not doing it right or something. But so I'm usually a day behind everybody else when it comes to social media. I eventually catch up, but I'm usually behind. She said not yet, but she will. Awesome. I can't wait to see that. Rebecca would like to know what kinds of brands do you send to thredup?
um, just 1 second. I'm trying to put this referral link in here. It's not letting me. Sorry, I just dropped the referral link down in the comments section. I couldn't drop it in the chat for some reason. I guess I'm not a moderator on my own channel. I don't know.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
So
That
anyway, for thredup, yeah, I send in everything. I send in everything from simply Vera Wang to, well, I mean, if a brand is good enough for me to sell, I'm going to sell it and make more money. But you can send in Gap and the Limited. A lot of store mall brands is more of what I send into thredup.
okay. Looking to see. Yep, I think I'm caught up. I think I caught up to the chat.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, not a problem. It's because it's like right here in my face. And in order for so I have a TV here so that Mr. Pickles gets his YouTube time. He is addicted to
Aww.
YouTube. He is addicted to YouTube. Um, and last weekend I decided that I wasn't going to turn my computers on. at all. At all. So there was no YouTube, there was no listing, nothing. I didn't do nothing on my computers. I got attitude from Mr. Grumpy Pants over there because I did not turn on his YouTube for him. So I learned my lesson pretty quickly on that. That he's got to have his YouTube or he gets grumpy. Huh, Mr. Pickles? Are you clicking over there? He's over there clicking. And then, but we have the TV set up here. So that I can make it bigger for him. And the laptop for this TV is over here. So when I'm this way, I'm typing and responding. This way is I can read the chat here. I can show you how I have this set up. But yeah, so the big TV is there. And then there's the TV that I have, the computer for doing streaming and stuff like that. And then there's my other laptop.
You got a lot going on there.
I do have a lot going on, but
as long as you can keep it straight.
Well, see, and I can't run streaming on this laptop and have chat up or have this or that. So I have to have two separate laptops.
Yeah, I have to have the streaming on my main computer, and then I put the chat up over on my iPad over here.
Yeah,
that's the way I have to do it.
Yeah, I tried the tablet thing, but my tablet doesn't like me. So it would be possessed. Like I would have the chat going up. I had it hooked up to the big TV, and then all of a sudden it would shut off, or it would like go to something completely different, and nobody was touching it. So I'm like, yep, time to pass it on to the kids.
Yeah, and real quick for was it Christy that had the Doc Martens?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna look. I sold a pair just a few months back. I'm gonna look and see what I sold them for, just to give you a ballpark what to ask for. I sold them on I sold them on Poshmark.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was Poshmark. Let's see.
Yeah, she said $50 boots for sure.
I sold them for $99.
Oh wow.
Yep. They were black combat airwear. It's air and then wear, WAIR boots. They were, I guess there's a model number, 1460W.
Okay.
I sold them for $99, just to kind of give her a good ballpark. They were not vintage. Didn't she say hers were vintage? Yeah, she said they were vintage.
Yep. So she should be able to get more for them then, right?
I would
vintage and
I would think so. Boots. I would think the ones that I had were in pristine condition.
Yeah. And then, okay, so Rebecca says, I've been listing everything on eBay, and I only had 6 sales this month. No good with what brands to sell, and it is very overwhelming the amount I have.
Oh my God, I totally understand, Rebecca.
I have seen her piles of clothes that she has from the storage units, and there is a lot. So maybe thredup would be a very good way to go, Rebecca.
Just to kind of, because I know I was overwhelmed, and I am certain I didn't have as much clothing as you do, because clothing takes a lot of time to list. Yeah. So, you know, for thredup, definitely send them, you know, your lower end brands, you know, your, like I said, your mall brands and things like that, and then keep your higher end brands and use those to resell, you know, so that you're getting more bang for your buck out of your time. That's what I would do. Yeah,
she had 4 storage units that were primarily, now correct me if I'm wrong, Rebecca, but 4 storage units, and they were huge storage units that were mostly clothes that she got.
Oh, wow. No, you don't know what mall brands are. The mall brands are more like if you imagine like walking through the mall, the shops that you might see, like, you know, they call them fast fashion, like Forever 21, H&M, Aeropostale.
Yeah, we have Gap. We have Maurice's. We have a Maurice at our mall.
Right.
There's another one. Oh, I can't think of what the other one is.
And actually, hold on. Let's see. I just went to the outlets the other day and I noticed they had a lot of mall brands. So let me see. So I have the map from the outlet. let me see if I can find something on here that I would think would work. White House Black Market, if you come across that brand, Destiny, I don't know what your experience is, but I have not found that it resells for as much as I thought it would. Because new
Yeah.
it sells expensive, but resale wise, it doesn't seem to for me. And
We've
it's
had the
actually,
same experience.
have you? It's one of my very favorite brands to buy for myself too. But I've had really good experience with it on thredup. But again, like
Oh,
I
okay.
said, thredup, you're not making a lot of money per item. You're only making 50 cents or $1 per item.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if you have the volume that Rebecca has, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. She had a 10 by 40 full of women's clothes.
Wow. Holy cow.
Uh-huh.
Ann Taylor Loft is kind of hit or miss on reselling it for yourself, but it does really well on thredup. Rue 21 might do okay on thredup. That would be another one. Lane Bryant thredup.
Oh, she had 4 storage units of 10
Oh,
by 40 full of women's clothes.
holy cow, honey. No wonder you're overwhelmed.
Uh-huh.
New York and Company does really well in thredup. thredup does kids clothes too. They don't do men's. They do kids and they do women's. And thredup is really easy to navigate as far as their system goes.
Okay. So
Really,
is it
I mean,
like Macari?
no, like they do everything. You just send them the clothes. You order the bag, you send them the clothes, you're done.
Oh,
That's it.
nice. All right, let me get Christy said reposted on Instagram. Thank you, Marcy, for the info.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. And
Did you change your name on Instagram too, Christy?
Ann Taylor does good on thredup.
Okay.
I'm still looking at my list here. Old Navy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What's up?
Okay, so is it okay if I show it, Christy? I pulled up what she just posted, her Doc Martens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hope that's yep for me. This is
Oh, nice.
those look sharp. She did awesome. And those are
That's
just
fabulous.
leather wipes. I didn't even know they had leather wipes.
I use what is it called? Saddle soap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
you
I've heard
familiar
of
with
that.
saddle soap?
Yep, I've heard of that. I've never used it, but I've heard of it. And baby wipes. I've heard of
Yep.
baby wipes.
Yep.
Um,
I like the
but
saddle soap.
yeah, I don't even know what he has downstairs. He might have the saddle soap downstairs. I know he doesn't have the wipes, but I know he's got a container that looks like that downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never personally used them.
I'll have to try the wipes, Christy. That's a good tip. Thank you.
That is awesome. I will have to let me write that down.
And Christy, are you caffeinated Christy on Instagram too?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
I didn't even realize she changed her name, and then all of a sudden the other day she popped in and I'm like, wait, that's Thrifty Christy. She changed her name. That's awesome. Oh,
Oops,
four storage units that big of clothes.
that's crazy. Okay, honey. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, not a problem.
And guys, if you want, send me a message on Instagram if you have any more questions about thredup, because I'd be happy to help you out with that.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Tommy about that.
Yeah, do. It'll just to alleviate some of the stress. Just
Yeah.
to,
I mean, we have clothes that we've had forever um, that they're just not going anywhere. So
right.
maybe we'll just sit down and see if we can um, donate them or something.
Yeah,
So that's awesome.
yeah,
I
yep.
have my
So,
notes.
yep. Awesome. And I put the referral link down in the comments somewhere. I don't know if
All right.
if it popped up or not, but I did try.
Sounds good.
I did
Sounds good.
try. I did try. Oops. Okay, well, thanks so much, and guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, bye.
Bye.